Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I'm your host, the voice of reason. Well, in terms of the Ukraine and its relationship with Russia, it would sound like the voices of reason are not being listened to, and we could be entering into a fairly serious conflict. Just how far that conflict goes, we will have to wait and see. But some very early reports are coming in which state that heavy fighting has started in the area of the Donetsk International Airport. This report is coming from it's an alert from Air Live out of France, and the headline is "Alert: Heavy fighting is reported near Donetsk airport in Ukraine." We've also heard reports of shelling occurring near the town or in the town of Horlovika in this area as well. And again, this is fairly close to kind of the line of demarcation between the Eastern separatists and the Ukrainian armed forces. Now, what concerns me the most is the rhetoric that we are hearing from our leaders in terms of the ongoing conflict. For instance, Joe Biden has committed his unwavering support for the Ukrainians. Now, unwavering is an incredibly strong term, and I don't know what unwavering includes in terms of the political sphere. At the same time, what is more concerning is the leadership of the Ukraine is articulating this unwavering support as meaning it has unwavering support for something known as the deoccupation of the Donbass and the Crimea. So the Ukrainians see the U.S. administration's comments as the unwavering support for the deoccupation of the Donbass and the Crimea. Well, deoccupation can only really mean one thing, and that is some sort of military activity, because at this point, that is the only way the Ukrainians are going to retake or gain control of the Donbass and the Crimea. There's also a report coming out of the United Kingdom where the UK leadership is now saying they are gravely concerned about the activity that is now going on in and around the Ukraine. We've also heard reports that senior Russian generals have been flying into Sevastopol. For what reason? Again, I think that's to be seen. Another report we are hearing is that the Russian embassies around the world are being given a narrative to talk about in case of sudden and intense conflict. So these are all very serious reports that are coming in. And finally, there is a U.S. Global Hawk now flying very close to the eastern Ukraine and trying to observe what is happening along the Russian border and eastern Ukraine. But again, this could very quickly dissolve into something that no one wants to see happen. And the scale of the movements of Russian forces, the reported buildup of Ukrainian forces with that is talking about deoccupation could really only lead to one outcome. And then you have the West, and you have Joe Biden, and I'm really not certain of the competency of Joe Biden, nor of the competency of some of the senior leadership in the administration when they talk about unwavering support for a state that is not yet a member of NATO. And we have no official treaties with the Ukraine. So I think he's going off a cliff very quickly before properly thinking about the repercussions of what can occur. But again, we'll keep an eye on what is occurring. It sounds like there is a much heavier fighting going on than what has traditionally occurred. But in terms of the few mortars going back and forth, and sniper teams engaging each other, and sporadic clashes, this seems to be and sounds like a much heavier level of conflict that is now occurring. But we'll keep an eye on the situation and report more as soon as we get information. Thanks, everybody.